welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, Wrestling's Entertainment Champions Premium Live Daddies. Hunter gets the vid, Jericho gets an extension, and the WWE are making up their PPVs. All this and more in the room where it happens. But first, JP, tell them what to do.
You know JP Savage, Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. HPC Too Sweet on IG and Twitter. Ya tú sabes, por un corto tiempo, porque vamos a cambiar.
Woo!
Los diapers.
Wow.
Yo! Bling, 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 bling. Litty lits and gales. I don't know what I said, but whatever, it was lit. I know that much.
What was that?
Yeah, I was all everywheres.
That felt big.
That felt natural.
From the heart.
Yeah. I don't know. Mischief, you heard, yo. What we talking about this week, yo?
Brother, we talking about what goddamn we want to talk about.
That thing, that part.
Because the thing is, folks, when you have a platform, when you paid for the mics that are in front of your face, that pick up the audio, the sound, the beautiful vibrations that come on your speaker.
Wow.
They what on your speaker?
Hold on.
Oh no, we done started it already.
Oh, life has started. It's Wednesday, baby.
Yo,
Wednesday night
what's
live.
going on, man?
Listen, I am as lit as a negative COVID test.
Wow.
Which Triple H cannot say the same.
What?
Damn, we starting with that.
Yeah.
We starting hot.
I mean,
Hot like his fever.
Like his fever.
so like, do we ask the question?
Ask it.
Is the question.
Yes, it was Stephanie that gave it to him.
No. Who else got it in the family?
Oh.
Right?
Vince, está viejito.
That's what I'm saying. But like,
I'm nervous.
honestly, just concerning based on system. You know,
Hey.
it's probably not as strong as it was. So it's concerning. I mean, I want to make sure he comes out of this clean. Cause
Wash your ass.
That's
why.
aggressive.
I mean, is he vaccinated?
It needs to be.
I feel like Shane McMahon did this so he could get his position back.
Wow.
Twist.
Biological warfare is what you're talking about.
That's
See,
right.
You're talking about alleged.
See, you think it's Shane McMahon? What about one of his daughters?
Why you keep going there,
I'm just
yo?
saying, bro. Sometimes it comes from within.
I mean, they're almost teenagers.
You never
They're
see
probably
Succession, bro? I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. When you at the top, there was
crazy.
go for your neck, bro.
Yeah, but
There was not one king loved. Not never.
It's still just crazy that we're still
You ain't watch
here
House of Dragons, bro? Come
dealing
on
with
now.
vid. The vid has not gone away yet.
Yeah, it's an endemic. It's an endemic. It's just part of life now.
Is
You
it?
know, it's interesting because apparently that's the route the ROH is trying to go. No, not the COVID route, but the part of life. Because they are about to try to do a weekly show after this last pay-per-view.
yo,
Thankfully, it's just a weekly show, not a daily
That's
one.
a professional.
But
Hopefully not a daily show because I'm not watching that
I
every
bet you
day.
do. I bet you do.
The Diamond Upside Down. Listen, ROH adding a pay-per-view. I'm with it. I love Final Battle. I'm ready for it now. At the end of this year coming up. It seems like it seems like we're doing a lot of here. What they're doing over here, we're gonna do something over here. And what we're doing over here, we're gonna do something over
I'll tell you
there.
this much. What's exciting is that right now the current champion, Chris Jericho, right? As entertaining as he is right now, you're telling me you get to see a little bit of that in ROH on their programming? I'm here for it. Because the limitations are unknown at this point when it comes to ROH. And if they're going to be a pay-per-view and do weekly programming, it's going to be interesting. I just hope that they have a deep enough roster. But they're doing an excellent job on AEW promoting that roster right now. There's a lot of the ROH talent coming up. Dr. Castle had a nice banger with Jericho yesterday.
Did you see what he pulled out of his pants?
Oh,
Listen,
it was the finger of all fingers.
It was yeah.
If it was Kermit the Frog's finger, it smelled like pork.
Wow. Yo, what?
Shout outs to Taco Wednesday.
Wow.
Listen, ROH
Nice things.
being a new show that they add to the schedule here, it immediately screams NXT to me. This is their NXT. This is gonna be their developmental. Is the roster deep enough?
It's
Yes.
disrespectful though to call it NXT.
Developmental,
In what direction?
not
How do you feel
NXT.
about
Maybe the NXT 2.0.
you explore these feelings?
Well, the thing
Feelings.
is, you know, when you talk about exploring feelings, that's the shit that you didn't do when ROH was around. That's more of an NXT thing, explore your feelings, you know what I mean? It's just there's so much history behind ROH.
Okay.
There's so much history to consider it a developmental. And I get it. You're right. But there's definitely more prestige when it comes to ROH. Even though the way that they're booking ROH, AEW right now, that's what they're doing with NXT and
Right.
WWE.
Right.
Because the programming is very parallel, if you've noticed.
Yeah.
Because even this week on NXT, a lot of main card talent coming down to NXT,
Ooh, they had to do something.
right?
They had to
vice
do
versa.
something.
I mean, you got LA Knight now on the main card.
Yeah.
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 No.
All right. Shout out to Ben
Yeah.
Sword. and
No.
shirt.
No.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for that.
I
But
want to see him like let loose. Like he's got to have a couple of storylines under his
Yeah,
belt.
sure.
Where I think he's one of those people that will like stand to benefit a lot from this regime.
100%.
Ooh, let's go. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
A lot.
I'm down for these.
If anyone knows the, so he's crafted himself from what I've read, right? Like he's crafted himself after The Rock. Who better than like Hunter? Right?
Canyon.
To be one of those people to like understand what's in front of him in this way, in this capacity.
And that's what, if you look at him, like that's kind of what he looks like. He looks like a Stone Cold Rock mold.
I feel like that's what he's trying to do. Yeah.
You know?
He's trying to very hard to do that. Yeah.
And he's successful at it.
Yeah.
And yo, mind you, he's up there in age. The man's more older than us, I think.
Is
Yo,
it? Yeah.
speak your mind, like mind your business.
But
Behind your
but
business.
I'm here
Behind
for
your
it, I'm
business.
here for it. But the parallel booking is interesting. ROH, I'm excited because you know what, we've been to ROH many a times. We're fans. Obviously, the talent that is in the annals of the history of the
And the
roster
where are
of
they?
ROH, they're being shown on all the
Where they
platforms right now.
are.
They're moving from being the breeding ground for the WWE to hopefully becoming the breeding ground and developmental territory for AEW.
Right. If in fact though, yeah, that.
But you think adding a show? You think adding a show to them is gonna put ROH over?
Yeah.
Do you think ROH can get bigger than what NXT was?
But ROH was bigger than what NXT was.
So it depends on what Tony wants to do.
How are you presenting this? Is this gonna be a watered down ECW situation where you're gonna just come out with something new and slap ROH's logo on it now?
What if I say all that?
All of that.
So
sauce.
I really think that it's all of that and a bag of chips.
That was on
bag of
Nickelodeon
chips-
before.
that bag of chips is. You remember before a time before WWE Peacock?
yeah.
I think
network?
so.
Before that, the network.
WWE Network. Yes. Yes.
And one of the people miss it.
It was like $5.99.
Nah, maybe at first, but then it really quickly became $9.99. All right, you had to get that premium.
Hey,
live.
Daddy, what's up? Listen.
Yo, all the daddies in the building. Holla.
Hey, what are you here
really,
for?
What it comes down to is creating a network, having the content and the library that people want. And yo, if you don't think he's not thinking about that, that's half the reason you buy ROH. And when he just flexed that muscle on TV yesterday, on Dynamite with that footage, with that commercial, with the ROH. Who was in that? Seth Rollins was in there. Right?
Seth Rollins, Samoa
Definitely
Joe,
Brian, definitely
Danielson,
Punk.
Everybody
Nigel
that's
McGuinness.
everybody that's in AEW right now, but
All
they
over
had a
the
bunch of like WWE
Kevin
dudes,
Steen.
Kevin
What
Steen.
what was that ultimately
Sami Zayn.
about?
What do you mean?
Fucking Dynamite was on Tuesday. What was that all about to begin with?
What's called baseball playoffs.
Baseball? Baseball?
That's right.
Damn, yo, that's crazy.
But we don't
Man,
talk
I
about
know
that
you
right
ain't
now.
watching really
I don't
baseball
watch
right
those
now,
things.
right?
No.
'Cause-
Wait, but-
'cause where yo, how them
Listen.
Green Sox doing?
All I'm gonna say is that there was a lot of counter production on Tuesday that was done. Okay, and
I respect that.
they hit home runs. That's the baseball I was watching.
I don't know. Even
You know,
like,
Bringing back
did-
some veterans.
Who really hit it out the park?
Which
Rhea
one?
Ripley.
Ooh, did she rip it out the park?
that's what she said.
Ooh, you see what I did there with the words and the syllables?
And if
Yeah,
you're talking about
I've been
hitting it out the
fasting
park,
it.
Are you talking about her attire or lack thereof?
Hey, yeah.
Why is it
The-
gotta be like that? Yo,
The band gently
Huguito in the building.
wrapped around her quadricep muscles.
Yo,
Listen,
where are you going right now? Because I think you're treading in dark waters.
hey,
man, it was
it's
interesting.
dark in
It
here.
was interesting to see main card talent back NXT. I mean, they've been doing this for some time, but in such big numbers. I mean, you even had Austin Theory come out at the end, right?
Right.
So it was interesting. I think they were definitely trying to put over Halloween Havoc.
You know what? I hadn't
Chicken
thought
butt.
about it until I saw NXT. I had it on mute. I was watching AEW. But Austin Theory. Look what it did for Dolph Ziggler, right?
Right.
You know, he was sitting in the catering. He wasn't doing much, but you always knew he had a thing, and now he had a thing. And that NXT thing was a really nice thing for him to have, and I think it
was
really,
good for
it
NXT
was good
as well.
and it was good for NXT. It was a mutually beneficial relationship.
Ooh, I like that.
And then we see what Mandy Rose is. We'll go.
Hey, we
Friends
saw
with-
Mandy
Friends
Rose.
with benefits right there.
Somebody that on the main roster was kind of, but then here we are.
Here we are,
at
looking like a
NXT.
snacktastic.
We're right
Like,
here.
You see,
all
like
of
it's
us.
always there. It's always there. You
It's
hungry.
always.
You hungry.
Always.
All right.
Meow.
But the fact of the matter is that like Austin Theory, who on the main roster has kind of gotten lost with like these new directions, maybe that's an interesting play for the Money in the Bank.
It'll be the
He,
first time.
he teased it. He teased it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. And I'm gonna level that up one. What is he like 17?
And a half.
He's like 14 and a
26?
half.
No.
Yo, he's young. He's
When it's
young.
You got him confused with MJF. MJF is 26.
Oh, that amazing profile that happens.
So how
He's the generational talent.
It's like 24 already.
He's at. Oh no, you're right. He's around 23, 24.
Yeah, he's so young.
He's young.
So
He's the youngest Money
He
in the
was
Bank winner.
19 and evolve. So
right now,
Yeah.
him having that Money in the Bank briefcase and the direction that Triple H would want to go in just don't make sense.
North. He wants to go north.
Yo, you go on NXT, I feel like that's a mutually beneficial relationship. You got main roster eyes on NXT, right? Whoever those like 16 fans that were Austin Theory fans, like, hey, watch this Tuesday show. And I think he's more useful there. I think he'll have a better run there. He'll have a lot to learn there. I think he can sharpen up a lot of things. Yeah, I think he's solid and he's gonna be mad good. Well, he's just young.
would this if this indeed does happen, would this be the first time it's done with the male Money in the Bank? Because didn't Charlotte do this with the women's Money in the Bank? She went down to NXT and she challenged.
No, Rhea. Rhea came up and challenged Charlotte
Came up,
Yeah.
from NXT.
but who went down?
I don't think anybody
I
came
think
down.
Charlotte won the Money in the Bank and went down and took the NXT title.
Am I wrong?
I don't know. Something
enjoying
tells
the
me
choice
that
word.
did happen.
She went. No, I'm not talking about Andrade. I'm talking about the NXT title.
Perfectly good discussion. And then, why do I come in? Like you have no idea where this is gonna go.
You know where it's gonna go.
It's
That's
going.
what she said.
It's going straight to the wizard himself,
Aha.
Le Champion, Chris Jericho.
The Honorable Ocho.
Oh, that guy. He's in that team now. Yeah, he does a lot of things. Wears a lot of hats. I'm not mad at it. I want to get a wizard hat now. But Jericho signs an extension with AEW. A much more productive extension, right? He's going to be more in tune to the management or some kind of
backstage
role. Yeah.
He's
That's
gonna
what they
do
call those
in-ring
things.
stuff, commentary stuff, mentoring young talent, serving as a producer, creative advisor. Every title you could put on somebody. Like, he deadass is gonna be the reinventor of
The wheel.
entire careers.
Oh.
Like, his whole resume is like 40 pages long of what he does. and
My
what he's
gosh.
done. He's
My
also had a wild,
God.
long
He's a rock star. In case y'all haven't
yeah,
noticed,
by the way.
he's a rock
Oh
star.
yeah, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way.
He's a wizard as well.
Yeah, he also like steers ships.
Yeah.
Being a
Well,
captain.
what do you?
Sometimes.
I
This
heard he pulls cattle by himself.
Pulls cattle.
hey, that's impressive.
Him and Brock, they be out there cattle fighting.
Hey,
Is that what Liv does?
Why? Why?
Cause she lives on a farm, bro. What you
Yo,
want me to tell
alright.
you?
I heard
Just
she don't fight the
man,
animals, so.
there's farms in
Jersey.
Jersey.
You didn't know that?
Well,
Yeah, but not like
I'll tell you this
Elmwood
much.
Park.
Pepperidge Farms.
I'll tell you
Is
this
it Elmwood
much.
Farm?
Elmwood Park.
No, it's Elmwood Farm.
Oh my god. I'll tell you this much.
What?
The one thing that a farm brings is nostalgia. And the one thing that nostalgia definitely does is
A
get
farm
you
brings you
emotional.
nostalgia.
Okay.
And that's what
I'm
we
on this
saw.
journey with you.
That's what we saw from Bray Wyatt this week on SmackDown.
Yo.
Finally, 'cause he came back, right?
Promo.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm here, bro. I'm here. You're welcome.
He's sitting right there.
And just like you know, I'm here. I'm here for you, bro. You should also arcade, bro, because Foco.com
oh,
they have released today as of 11 a.m. the Arcade Bro bobblehead.
Bro.
Double the bro, double the bobble. Make sure to get yours. HPC OCT 10. You know, if you want to throw a little bit down our way,
We think
with me and the villain having birthdays this week. You already know.
Oh, what?
Before.com, yo, baseball playoffs.
my birthday
Knicks
all month.
lost, goddammit.
Baseball.
all of the month.
There's a lot of sports, a lot of wrestling, a lot of life.
Fair
Foco.com,
baseball
guys.
gameplay right now
But-
against the Yankees.
Yo,
Officially
Bray
licensed
Wyatt's promo, bro. Like, promo, bro.
It struck a chord.
Thank you all for being yourselves
Yo,
and calling them out on Twitter.
The man is a master.
what greater character than yourself? The man, yo, he is brilliant.
But yet,
it seems. Nah, go ahead. But yeah, what?
but you thought it was himself. But yet, the ending of it, it's a mind fuck.
What makes you believe that that's not still him?
The
It's
mask.
the many faces.
Right. So it's him
Yeah,
against himself.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, so much so that Chris Jericho even commented on it because what's masterful is masterful. I think this promo not only showed his acting chops, right? Which honestly, when it comes to professional wrestlers, that is really downplayed a lot. Their ability to convey attention to act, it's there. If they don't get inside their own heads,
When he was like, "Yo, this is just me,"
right?
he said something like that, like right early.
He made you a part of it. He gave you something back. Made everybody feel important. Like this is your favorite, your hero. If you're idolizing him, your hero's going through something. He was going through pain just like you were. Everybody's gone through some hardships right now, right?
Man, he pulled a Sir Richard on us.
Yo, listen, yeah, but I mean, he just
Tell you it's their first time.
oh.
And they just put, it's crazy,
I don't know
bro.
where he's going.
I'm off the cliff as well,
I
but
didn't say.
it's a great feeling to know that you're not alone and you're somebody's with you and he made y'all a part of that. And then he took you back on the ride again at the end of it. Like, ha, fuckers got you. You thought it was play pimping, didn't you?
Yo, it's magnificent. I'm just excited to see
But-
more. You want me to?
Nah, I'll pass.
I want to see more.
I know letters.
We just want to
That
see
part.
more. Like what else? Like this is the taste that we've got so far.
Yo,
What does the entire gumbo taste like?
All the right and
If
fast
this is a taste of a spoon, what does the whole entire gumbo taste like? Because
with a fork.
so far right now, it's money. And I saw like a meme this
They
week
got
that
money
like
in the
Triple
gumbo?
H had everybody he's brought back. Yo, and it's all hitting. Yo, it's hitting so hard that even Braun Strowman pierced his nipples, bro. Like the shit is crazy. It is crazy.
I'm pretty sure that's not why he did it.
I'm pretty sure I know where he got that.
Yo.
Yeah.
As soon as he said that,
I think that's where he got it at.
About to start controlling his narrative. Cause he's about to look little next to Almost. It's crazy.
Yo, right?
It's crazy.
WrestleMania is about to look crazy. If Almost and Braun go at it, Brock and Lashley go at it.
Ray and Dominic go at it.
Dominic.
What's Big E gonna be doing?
Coming back in some kind of capacity. To see him back would be enough.
Damn.
Just come back.
Would Big
Just
E
make
be
it
the
back.
resulting factor of maybe the Usos losing their titles?
Hey, maybe.
And then that brings him right into Roman Reigns' crosshairs, right? And then he's got to go through Sikoa, and then he's got to really make it happen.
I definitely see Bad Bunny and Logan Paul going at it.
Ooh, can you imagine that? I would like that.
That's crazy, yo.
Can you imagine that?
What?
Think about
On a
Logan Paul
WrestleMania.
just talk shit about Bad Bunny.
Did he?
You didn't see it a couple
Oh,
weeks ago.
it's
They
coming,
saw
man.
He was talking about his narrative, what he always be talking about. He's doing it right now in Puerto Rico, not paying taxes and that and the other. Like he went in. So like, and I said it then when we reposted. I'm like, yo, is he
Blazing girl, welcome in.
Yo,
Because they both work for the E. To
That's
certain
crazy.
dope as
Like them seeds
hell.
planted
And
well.
and
Then
these are two gentlemen that have done phenomenal.
no, most definitely. That's the best
So,
part.
Yo,
That's the
put
best
that-
part. Is like those are the best, celeb talents that
You
we've
gotta write
gotten.
that down somewhere, bro. You gotta measure that card up to whatever they do put out because.
Yeah, man, he's looking pretty
Do
good.
you know?
I mean, maybe
like,
there's 7 nights now, so it's okay.
Yeah, right.
It's all right, bro.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a
They can
tour.
finish it, right?
It's like
It's a
the 12
tour.
days of Christmas and the
Right.
14 days of Mania. But
Ugh.
what we have,
Poor cameraman.
right, like, we love talking about the Attitude Era, right? And it's always
Ooh.
about like bringing it back.
Attitude.
And the one thing that Triple H, one of many thousands of things that Triple H brings to the
Thousands
table
of things.
is that focus on what a heavyweight champion looks like. And it's what I think Vince was always trying to do, but he always had like weird way about going about things.
Very weird things
Right,
he
like
does.
look at the Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens storylines, how it built up, this monster, right? And then what? And then we just cut him, and then like, what happened? Like we were building up like this crazy
that's Vince, though.
story. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, Lashley and Brock Lesnar to never have been like in a real crazy.
Right.
That I cannot.
how do you do
How?
How do you do that? You have like Sheamus wrestling everybody a billion times, but then you don't have like these two.
But no, but
Goliath
that's not the
looking
only
dudes.
one. We saw another one this week too. Sheamus going up against Rey Mysterio. That's
Alright,
never been a thing.
Well, yes, because and the reason Rey Mysterio counts in that kind of conversation about like heavyweights is
Right.
because he's a reputable heavyweight beater
But
and a
ju- but
legend.
just speaking about two people on the roster that
He's a
been there for
domestic
years,
heavy beater.
and they've never been put up against each other. I think they were teammates. Wow, Lou.
No nice things.
Hey, Peru.
You what?
You had two veterans like that never got crosshairs. They've tag teamed, but they've never gone up against each other until this past week,
How many times?
which is crazy.
Talking about the Attitude Era, did like those top names cross paths?
Yeah.
Triple H, Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels.
They burned it
Give me
to the
another one,
ground.
like Kurt Angle a little later.
Well, but you can break it down even further, right? You have the SmackDown 6 after that. You have the
Right.
Rey Mysterio, the Edges, Team Angle,
Kurt Angles, yeah.
the Guerreros.
So you just had like this main event. This is main
The
event.
main event.
Main event.
Main event.
Man.
It's time for the main event.
He's got a lot better. Man.
A bunch of main event talent like kind of cycling off, and then like,
Right,
we're
right.
finally seeing the dividends of having that kind of roster.
Right.
Let it rock. Vince never let it rock. He never let you want to care. So now we've got like this visual representation of like intense people. Look at the Brawling Brutes. I think is a great example of all of that.
Brutus.
Right.
Like how hype is that group? And they do some talking, but
Not only
Mostly fighting.
Not only that, I think
like,
the
let's go.
bigger piece, right? Honestly, what it comes down to is it's like what we're seeing with the New York Giants, right? You change the
The
culture.
who?
There is just something to be said about beautiful coaching, And that's what Triple H is doing right now.
Bro.
People feel empowered under Triple H. He listens to what people ideas. He gives them that autonomy to go do what they got to do. That's why you got somebody like Sheamus motivated, giving us a match of the year contender.
Shout out to the Bengals.
He's all about the more is less. You know?
And I guess to counter that point, because more is less, and then I'm gonna bring up Karrion Kross and
I like
Scarlett.
s'mores.
Less is more.
Less is more.
Specifically with Scarlett.
No.
What
Yes.
is wrong with you, man? Like,
Yes.
there's problems. Yo,
It's
no
true.
nice
God
things.
damn it.
But
She
the-
has presents.
We want more.
Yeah, yo, stop talking about gifts. It's that Karrion Kross is a package, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's the package.
He must
deal.
work
And
out.
There's pageantry.
Yeah.
And there's big, like it's a bigger thing.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna thrive in this kind
Yeah.
of regime.
Yeah.
Look at Legado Fantasma.
Like, bro.
Selena Vega, man. They came this week. Well, money. Just the tag team looks phenomenal. Like, yo, it just makes sense. And the way it's being booked. Most importantly, the way it's being booked.
I love that you said that.
By the way, what the fuck is going on? I'm sorry. What's going on with Hit Row? They're
Hit
not coming out singing this shit
row.
no more. They just playing the song.
They
Yo,
come.
hurry up.
Oh, they're not spitting.
Nah, they playing the song and they're like lip
It's
syncing
probably
like
just
as
the
it come
timing
out.
issues more
I
than
guess,
anything.
I guess, but
I would
that's not good.
assume.
Plus, you know, honestly, we need to be honest.
Honest.
If we're being
You could be serious for a moment.
Yo, kayfabe.
K-Fab.
Leave Landstrom.
Kayfabe.
Kaya Fib.
But Frankie, baby,
You said butt Frankie?
Frankie, baby.
like, I feel like it's a lot of forced written stuff. He's not that good to freestyle.
Who?
Oh, big man.
Dollar.
Top dollar.
Dollar? You don't think so?
You think Nada is hotter?
I feel like if you give him his homework assignment in enough time, he will
Really?
spit fire. But once again, that's if you give him enough time.
I mean, that's not something that's gonna probably ever be challenged.
But it was him and Swerve too.
I guess time will tell.
I feel like
I guess time will
sometimes, and sometimes when I listen to new music, it doesn't feel like music to me.
Right.
I feel like Hit Row is a great presentation,
Of course.
but
I mean, it's not real music.
musically for me,
No.
It's not in your cup of tea.
You know what
Oh.
it is? Everybody loves the acclaimed. And then if something
Right.
is
Yeah.
another rapper, it's
Yeah,
like,
it's true. Renan.
Renan Laville!
I mean,
He
it's-
loves the
it's
acclaim.
It's the same
Yo,
idea as
give me
like
credit for being the only
as the
person that
return
mentions
of
your name
Elias.
correct.
It's the same idea as the return of Elias. Elias is the greatest musician to ever live,
Did
right?
you see his
Elrod.
beard, by the way? His beard is flawless.
Elrod, where's Elrod?
Alright, yo. I can't believe Ezekiel had a career-ending injury.
Poor guy.
Sucks to be him. The show must go on, though,
Let's
right?
go on, goddamn.
And you mentioned something very important. You said that the booking made sense, right?
Booking mates.
Awesome, because it seems like they're changing that shit.
How so?
Well, WWE or Triple H's WWE will now alter their premium live events, their pay-per-view events. Talk to me about this, Mischief.
So, they have eliminated day one, which means that we ain't got no pay-per-views from, what is it, Survivor Series to the Royal Rumble. That means nothing in December. That means end of January, I believe, the 28th.
No noise. That can't be right. That can't be right, because that's like saying there's no premium show or platform to, settle these storylines until November something for Survivor Series.
So what you're saying is you're gonna just let things simmer?
Damn, that sounds like an AEW thing, no?
Nah, that's like the 90s. That's
Listen.
like pre-Attitude Era.
I don't know
like,
about y'all, but it's
He
fall
said,
like,
season. The
there's
crock
not
pot
even
comes
an
out.
in your house.
what? This is before the In Your House thing?
You gotta make hot chocolate in the crock pot.
Listen,
Listen, I like to use my Dutch.
Listen!
You know what I'm saying?
Listen!
Listen, low and slow is the way to go. And yo, you're talking about an opportunity, one, to get rid of these gimmick pay-per-views like Extreme Rules, like Hell in a Cell.
Yo, Hell in a
Like,
Cell, bro.
let's go back to old school. You said this before. Let's go back to what makes them great. Those pay-per-views, the problem was that those were matches at WrestleMania or at a particular pay-per-view that was excellent. And you try to stretch it to a pay-per-view, it's too much.
All right, but listen, this happened way before, right? Like Survivor
always has.
Series is the name of a pay-per-view that's all about one match,
This is true.
Listen, but you can.
and it's
you
a
can-
cornerstone of the business.
It's a
right
cornerstone.
now.
Right.
Royal Rumble
Well,
is
it's
right.
one match.
100%. 100%.
It was also a different
Here's the
time.
thing, but that's why the Royal Rumbles failed, right? In prior years.
What year was this?
Yeah.
I mean, not Royal Rumble. Sorry,
Yeah.
I meant Survivor Series.
Yes.
Right.
Survivor Series has been.
lackluster to say the least.
Up until Deadly Games, I have not seen any Survivor
My
Series. More,
God.
maybe 2 or 3 of them.
He said when the tournament came out.
Yeah, that tournament came out was refreshing. Let me tell you that at that time. But given that there was different times, different eras, yeah, WWE was a different company back then. They weren't as big as they were today when they were doing
You
this.
can't build to a Survivor Series match naturally, right? You kind of have to force it.
Yeah, you force your hand.
The Royal Rumble makes a little bit more sense, right? It's an event. It's
Right,
a spectacle.
right, right.
You
It's
just
an opportunity.
right.
Yes,
Right?
30
Survivor
opportunities.
Survivor Series.
So many opportunities.
It's exactly what needs to be for Thanksgiving. When you get family together around the dinner table, some shit's gonna happen, and that's what Survivor Series is. The problem is that they don't do enough of the SmackDown Raw cross pollination
I don't
that
want
needs
that.
to occur
I could spell that
for a
sometimes.
Survivor Series to really hit off, or you book teams like Hero, a faction like Legado Fantasma, and you start to put them in a crock pot and let it simmer. And when Survivor Series comes around next month, now you have a match to put together and a storyline behind
With
it.
factions,
That makes
it's
sense.
easier. Yeah,
I
it
got
would be easy.
I got you with something even better than that. All right. So we've got a really long time period between Survivor Series and Royal Rumble, and usually somewhere in between. Well, actually, it's usually more in March, but somewhere in between there probably should be a draft, right? Like we might want to move some pieces. So
You mean like in the world?
my recommendation, no, not in war. I'm talking about in the WWE. Raw is war, maybe, but perhaps Survivor Series becomes a pickup game between two individuals who pick up individuals from different brands. All right, that solves a couple of problems. Number one, we're talking about brand warfare. That shit is tired, bro. We're tired. I'm tired of SmackDown versus Raw. SmackDown.
It's
Raw,
always
and
whack.
It would
The video game?
only work if they were exclusive, which they've never been.
Right.
It's
Too much commitment. I mean,
So, let's just eat that. Like, all right, we eat that.
Eat
we
what?
can't do Raw and SmackDown. So we got two leaders, right, of Raw and SmackDown, and they pick their teams. And then it's from cross promotional stuff, right?
Kind of like an all-star game in the NBA right now.
Yup. So what happens is that you'll have teams with people from both Raw and SmackDown, which can carry that storyline on, and don't need invasion angles, right? You just got like the dude that's on your show already, kind of doing the business, right, for the team, right? And it could be, you could do this however you want. You could even make it look like an Olympics because it really is a competition, right? Who's the best? If you wanted to do that corny,
maybe we should have an
Chad
Olympics.
Gable, Viking Raiders. You could do it like that. I would prefer it be like aggressive and violent and all sorts of
But you have Judgment Day now too. That could be involved in that type of match like that as
The
well.
club.
The club, right? Like they're building up these factions. But
Yeah,
I think
more
that's
factions
what,
would be
coming
nice.
back to this, simplifying the pay-per-views
Yeah.
to what it needs to be. It allows for more storytelling. It allows for more booking to be able to make this make sense. Because we have to book a pay-per-view every month. That limits the amount of time. I mean, we've had matches on the card that have been put together the Friday before.
Yeah,
SmackDown.
and it hurts when you want to
How much is
repeat the matches often to build the story, right?
Right.
You have often 3 pay-per-views, the same match on 3 pay-per-views just to
Right.
get through a story.
But the best part of the best news of this entire situation is
We're getting
beyond
more
the
games.
fact that they're about to take out, pay-per-views that really should not have been a pay-per-view. They're bringing back King of the Ring. Can we talk about the greatest idea of mankind? Why has first and foremost,
What are they
why
doing?
was this taken away? Second, why did
Mankind.
they give it to us only on Raw?
That's what she
Wow, words in that sentence rearranged.
Hey.
Can
Why would
fucking
she
Hey.
give it to us only
But-
on
Only
like
was
It
the
feel-
word I
it
was
feels
in
better
judge
that way.
in challenging.
Oh,
It feels better that way.
But King of the Ring, I mean, what was the last King of the Ring?
I don't know, man. This is
Sheamus?
Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods
Oh, the last King of the Ring.
on SmackDown or something like that,
That's what
right?
I'm saying.
Oh, Zelina Vega?
Angelina
you
Vega.
remember
Both crowns just kind of fell off.
You remember the early days of the network where they tried to make it a network special, and was it Wade Barrett won that?
Yeah, wait.
Yep.
So that's the
Yeah,
thing.
I remember
right? Now
that.
you have an opportunity.
Did nothing with
You have
it.
an opportunity with a former King of the Ring winner at the helm. A man that understands what that particular pay-per-view, that particular opportunity can do for a career.
I'm with it.
That's
I'm with
an
it.
interesting perspective right there. That's an interesting way to. I'm excited for it. It was one of my favorite pay-per-views always growing up because it made people who we. Bret Hart, King of the Ring. Stone Cold, King of the Ring.
Turk Angel. I mean, Kurt Angle.
It was the closest we got to a sports presentation for a pay-per-view, right?
Right. It was a tournament.
It was a tournament.
And if not any of the things that we've just elaborated to,
Nope.
at least AEW's doing it too, right? Those guys. I like what Renan said, and yes, long-term storytelling is now the new fashion in wrestling. I love it. I love that we're here again. It's like we're restarting all over again. It's like we're catering to those 80s, 90s fans where you couldn't get a pay-per-view every month because you were only provided the main four. So now what are you going to do? Tune into whatever product we give you until you get a pay-per-view.
Every once in a while, they threw you a bone like a Saturday night main event.
Right?
Clash of the Champions.
Shotgun Saturday Night Live from Escalators. Listen, it's going to happen all over again, and I'm going to be there in World Trade to watch The Undertaker Tombstone Hunter on an escalator.
Did you say be there?
I don't know, man.
No? It's not going to happen again?
We're gonna be
Took us
there?
on a ride.
I thought we were going to come back to it.
When D'Lo Brown hit the lowdown on top of the car.
Nobody was there.
Aren't we gonna be somewhere? I think.
Ooh.
I think we're everywhere.
There's a thing that we're gonna be.
We're going to do a thing with a thing?
The thing of the thing,
Is that
you
this
know,
thing?
Yeah, I hear that the shit.
Saturday.
Hey, that's my thing.
Saturday,
Hey. Saturday.
Talk to me.
Saturday.
Okay.
Our
listening.
guys from Paradigm Pro.
Okay.
All the way.
Williamstown? Is that where it's at?
Coming through from Indiana, heading over to Williamstown.
Woo!
To the world-renowned H2O Arena.
Let's get it. Welcome in.
We're gonna see 5, their 5th year anniversary show.
That's more than 4.
That is
4,
more
5,
than-
5.
Just one less than 6, though.
It's a
4,
whole
5,
hand.
Something like that.
I'm excited, baby. I'm
I'm
excited.
ready.
This
No,
weekend.
I'm ready. Definitely
You
excited.
want to see violence?
Oh,
my
you
God.
want to see action?
That's crazy.
Hey,
Listen, we're gonna start it off with some UWFI rules fights. Think blood sport. Think MMA.
okay.
We're gonna swing around to the heavy hitters.
We swinging too.
They're gonna do it under the heavy hitters is gonna be under a dog collar match.
Wow.
What?
This definitely sounds like a swingers club.
What?
And,
Yo.
Hey.
Follow that with a little partner on partner violence when the Von Inglings.
Wow. Yo. Nice thing.
Not
man.
one.
We about to
Series of
witness
Not
a domestic
one.
disturbance
Yo, that is a lot.
That's a
That
lot.
is
That's a lot.
with a strap.
But
Hey.
Wow.
But I'm here for it.
And we're bringing it to you because we know.
The best part about it all, folks, is that the bad guys, yeah, us, we about to be the front row and center,
You
baby.
guys are some real bad
Yeah,
guys,
I
you know?
think Not only are we there front row and center, isn't that like kind of our joke? Is that
I
like-
think you're right. I think the bad
Are
guys
we
have
patrons of the art?
Yes, we are. Bangers only.
Hey, you're going to water what?
Yo,
Bangers
bad guy
only.
certified at Williamstown this Saturday. This Saturday?
This
Saturday.
Saturday,
22nd.
Saturday.
That's how it is, and that's how it's gonna be, man. It's gonna be. See, what I'm most excited about, aside from BYOB, is also bring your own
Bad guys.
weapons. Right, bring your.
Woo! What? No.
You know, start looking in our little bag of tricks, see what you can find. I mean, make sure that you don't leave here without some weapons for the show.
And speaking of weapons,
Uh huh. JJ in the building.
Ooh,
Decided
Flex in the
tonight.
building. What's good?
All right.
Appreciate y'all pulling up.
MJF decided last night to pull out some weapons.
Hey.
Wow.
Yo.
And MJF pulled out an email
Excuse me.
Oh, what?
that was sent to him as a 19-year-old
Oh,
fella
those things are strong. Emails? I hate them.
by William Regal himself.
I don't mess with them.
And the man went there. And he went there.
He went there to the show.
And honestly, it proved the conversation we were having before as far as how, as a society, we're soft. Because
Excuse me.
I told you that in
email-
confidence.
an email, an
What is
email that
happening?
William Regal sent him with criticism got him to that point. But anywho,
Yo,
Who's who?
that email
Yo.
was like, if you were any good,
It was in all
I
caps.
know you,
right,
but I don't know you.
man.
He said, unfortunately, the WWE has gotten to a point where we don't look at garbage anymore.
Oh,
So-
Wow.
So unless you become good, I can't
Wow.
look at you and hire you.
so for your fay.
Yeah. He said, go out there and maybe if you become good, I'll look at you.
And
All
of
those
course,
That's weird.
we saw what happened at the end, and of course at the tail end of some unfortunate, an incident that was most unfortunate. Hangman Page, our best wishes. Right now, not sure what the gravity of the situation
It's
is.
concussion. He's doing well now, but
Because it seemed a lot scarier than that. You asked Taz.
it felt a lot more scarier
Taz.
live.
Yo, shout outs to Taz. He looked like he was going through it. Like
Yeah.
that was like,
I mean, like you said, when you've been there,
PTSD. My man has had
right.
Yeah.
neck snap, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you go through an experience like that, you look at that occur and you see your life kind of flash, and you go back to. I'm sure he goes back to the rehabilitation, the pain he still has to this day, the medications he had to take, the rehabilitation that it took, the things he had to
for
cut out of his
sure,
life.
for sure.
Malenko and Tuka
Malenko.
for making Taz even shorter.
Right.
It's his fault. It's their fault.
it's
That
a
damn
man
Cloverleaf.
Because you know that,
He's like
Taz
an
is a
angry hamster.
mentor in the backstage. He's a veteran in the business and different facets of the business. So I'm sure
Slabos.
it hurts because it's one of your people. You know what I'm saying, that's your roster. You don't want nobody to go through that. So
Right.
thankfully, hopefully, it's not as serious as we think. Yo, Moxley. Just
Yeah, you did have a funny take about this, and I did want to talk about it. So go ahead. What about Moxley right now?
Oh, I mean, first and foremost, respect for addressing the situation and also like wishing his for his best. But also, when MJF came out to talk shit, he was like, "Listen, you get in the ring with me, you don't leave walking." Like it was too soon. It was too soon.
They literally had just pulled out.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, the third rope wasn't even on yet. He said,
Yo.
My man said,
Wait, but you can't be mad at that and be mad at people being soft at the same time.
"You can't, yo."
"No,
Cause that was an aggressive promo, and
Yeah.
it needed to be said.
aggressive."
Yo, I mean, facts only, right? Hashtag facts only.
Facts
Like, he
only.
just out here just spitting bars. And
Just
why
like matter of
pain? Was he not? Was he wrong?
He said, "Matter of fact."
Matter of fact.
That bitch is
But what I will say is,
I'm just saying.
they took an opportunity right there, and they ran with it. They pulled out the MJF card, which
I don't think they needed it.
they didn't need it, but it helped because now the
there was a lot of
narrative
airtime.
is there was a lot of airtime, and also now the narrative is William Regal lit the fire under him again.
Yeah, but I feel if Adam doesn't get hurt, MJF doesn't come out and reveal when he's giving up that
Of
chip.
course not. Of course not.
Now
true,
you had to give that hand. You have
But
to
he
lose
didn't-
that.
But he didn't reveal what he said.
Yeah, he said he's full gear.
So,
So that like clearly it would
you know
have been
what
full
this is?
gear,
But you know what this is?
but you could have let it
You know what
last.
This is
The,
this is an excellent.
the babyface run of MJF.
Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, but the opportunity to legitimize him as a top performer.
Right. I'm
Because that's
no,
what it's
and
about.
I get
He's
that.
like, no more shortcuts, no more cheap tricks, no more chicken.
Oh,
shit
right, that
stuff.
part. Yeah, he's not
I'm
gonna
gonna beat
100%.
100%.
110%.
When you're at your best, because I'm the best, and you know it. Hey, yo, that's like, it was accidental
yo,
booking.
And you
It
know
was
what?
emergency booking.
Emergency
will work.
booking.
All of
I
that
keep
was
hearing
really
that too
cute,
much
though.
with AEW right now.
All of that was really cute until William Regal called him Sunshine.
Right.
This is rap, Sunshine. Yo,
William
You mad at this
Regal,
email?
If you need to understand what we're talking about, when you say that we grew up in the greatest era,
y'all
of
want that
wrestling,
on a shirt.
what you need to understand is listen
Sunshine.
to William Regal's promo. When he shares his experience compared to what Little Fire under MJF, he's like, "Oh, you've had it easy, my friend."
Sunshine.
From us, but I will recommend Regal's podcast purely for the life experiences that man has gone through. Just watching him talk about the violence.
I can't even imagine what he hasn't spoken about yet.
He was saying how like the other pros were just kicking the shit out of him until he either wanted to go home or he had to continue. And that's what he said has kept him a survivor in the game, because he's like, the worst thing you could do is kick the shit out of me. And he's like, and I'm okay with that.
I've been there, done that.
Like, that's his mentality. And
Okay.
That's a thing that I don't think a lot of guys now.
Oh, of course not.
Definitely not.
Of course
Definitely not. You're not gonna find that much anywhere else.
And is it for the better?
That to each his own.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Why
But
not? What do you mean you don't think so?
well, I mean, yes, maybe we're more well-rounded individuals, more well-rounded human beings. But when it comes to being soft,
Excuse me?
you're a capital S.
So
It's, yo, we've talked on this show, right, about the Vic Flairs and the Jack Van Anos and
who?
yo, I brought it up. Yo, I'm gonna steal your story. You ready?
Oh, the thunder has been stolen.
Do you see
Because-
how it works? I've had to say it 27 times throughout the entirety of this podcast.
And I'm gonna say it the 28th
God
because
damn it.
Ric Flair
I
got
love
in
it.
that ring,
I love it.
and he knew somebody's gotta die tonight.
Oh, yes.
Yo, he knew it. He knew someone had to die,
And he didn't want to be the one.
Yo, man, some respect. And he ain't the only one. Yo, rest in peace.
Brody King.
Right? Like, yo. So, and other wrestlers that have been stabbed and had to deal with those kinds of consequences, right? Didn't Roddy Piper's car get beat up
Oh, for sure.
many a time?
And he got testicles put on his forearm, too.
Yo, Jared's dad had.
where we
Jared's
were.
dad had-
That was not where we were.
Right.
That was not where we were.
The ring.
I mean, if you
Wait.
watch
Places,
Tales
bro.
of the Territories, you'll hear some more about these stories on Vice. Of the things that used to happen back in the day. And listen,
What's
it is
your
real.
vibe? No, that's not gonna do that.
When you think
Don't answer
about
that.
the drug
Don't
abuse
answer
and
questions you don't wanna
alcohol
be answered to. That's
that
the
went
end.
through the business in the 80s, 70s, I mean, one, that was part of society. People were doing cocaine like it was candy.
Hey,
And,
I'm Rick
like-
James.
Like if you do any type of research when it came
Ric
to like
Flair.
certain movie sets, cocaine was part of the budgeting, right? And a lot of it is also to like help with the pain that these guys were dealing with because the way they were performing every night, and the matches they were having compared to what you're doing now, they're not the athletes that they are now. They don't have the rehabilitation, the medical team, These people are doing this shit on their own. If you ever seen The Wrestler, this is what we're talking about.
Facts, big facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like people become
Great
their own
movie, by the
doctors,
way.
and they had to be tough. It's just like the older generations, like our grandparents. The things they had to do are things that we don't have to do, and that's what this generation of wrestlers right now. This is what MJF is
Twitter.
because of the mistakes
Twitch.
and glories of the past. MJF gets to sit here and bitch about an email he received from William Regal that put a fire in his ass and made him who he was today.
I have HTML.
He should be kissing his toes. Because right now, this
Virtually.
angle that just happened because of Adam Page's neck and the way that went,
How they go? Like left? Like,
he about to turn that baby face. He's about to rock it to the steam. And I love the fact that he still talks about 2024. He just puts that out there. The bidding war that's about to happen.
Just a friendly reminder.
oh, by the way,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be a bidding war.
Well, again, I gotta. When we talk about MJF this week, and if HPC of the week comes around the corner, then I'm just gonna throw out there my pop of the week.
Oh.
It's just everything William Regal said.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything in that promo, man. Like MJF is always an elevator, right? I think he always elevates the
Promo
movie. And
man.
when it comes to like feuds that he's had and moments that he's had, like he's always risen to the occasion, and he played his part beautifully. And wow, William, wow, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Regal,
Oh yeah.
elevating the
Oh, yeah.
game. Like, yo, my guy got out elevated tonight.
We're gonna be talking about this
Think
one.
about how often, right, Regal gets the opportunity to really. I mean, yeah, he talks on the mic quite a bit, right? He's on commentary and does.
Such a talker.
And he's been on TV a lot.
And he's at the helm for ROH, right? This is possibly gonna be general manager of ROH.
Is he? Is that gonna be
I don't know.
a?
We've talked about it before, but he's handling some of the talent, so it would make sense.
It would.
Sometimes,
On
right,
a Don Callis situation, right?
leadership takes many forms.
Ooh.
Right, and when you start moving
Theodore's a
up,
Pokemon.
right, and you try to make
Yes.
change happen, sometimes you gotta show that you know what you're talking about.
Solid.
And a solid teacher knows what they talking about and knows what they doing, right? And here, and here we are, right? Where William Regal for a long time, he was that teacher, he was that guy, right? NXT, he was that guy, and now he's here. The opportunity to be that guy again and on television, like they peeled back the curtain, right? He was talking about the kind of villain he was, and like, oh, I would never hit Tony Schiavone, right? We out here like breaking kayfabe and doing all that and peeling behind the curtain. He did exactly what he had to do. He put his money where his mouth was, and now he could turn back to behind the scenes and be like, that part.
Right.
You saw what I did? That's the part. Yo, sometimes you got to show people like, all right, you see, like this is what we're talking about. This is where we at.
This is how we
felt
do.
like this was not scripted. It kind of felt like MJF shot at him and he went a little too far, and Regal was like, "Listen up, son.
Yeah, I could do this. I can hang.
I think the way I felt, it was like MJF was trying to push him to that point, and Regal was like, haha, cute. That's what I felt.
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Right?
Sunshine.
But you know, the sad part about it is with every
It wasn't
pop,
sunny out.
there has to be a chair shot.
Wow.
And when you see that experience you had, you listen to that promo from both MJF and William Regal,
Kill it.
and then you see
Adam
a
Page.
promo to promote the main event of Halloween Havoc for NXT.
Oh my God, Shotzi, come on.
Oh,
Not Shotzi.
no.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Oh,
Brock.
No.
What?
I'm sorry. Go
Braun
ahead.
Breaker
My bad.
Oh yeah.
and the European guys.
When the Europeans. These Europeans.
The triple threat that's happening, man. They
European
brought
my
Kevin Owens to try to promote the match.
Oh, on
It
this
was
that
a-
segment,
it was a
yeah.
travesty, bro.
Yo, hold on. Kevin Owens is kind of hilarious.
No, Kevin Owens was hilarious, but the reason why he had to be hilarious because they were whack.
They were. Yeah, it was.
whack.
JD was
And
whack.
Kevin Owens
He
let
was
everybody
ripping him.
know.
He was roasting
I
him.
agree, Mischief.
Right.
There was a lot of that. There was a lot of that.
But you know, as much as JD was bad, the other dude was worse. Strong Enough was even worse.
Damn. Strong enough. Oh my God.
He was.
Noodles in the sour cream.
Yo, the way he ended it, Braun Breaker didn't even know what to tell him.
Yeah, listen, that's not a good look, especially when you're being on the same night as your competition, and it's you're bringing back veterans.
The rumor
To
was that like Triple H was like, I want to win. I
yeah.
want to take back Tuesdays. Not like really take back
right.
Tuesdays, but
He didn't want to have to say, "Oh, you guys beat our development."
Right.
Yeah.
They saved the promo with Theory coming out.
Okay.
He saved it. That's why we're not talking about it as much.
saved it strong. Saved it strong.
It's aggressive.
It was
aggressive.
Kevin Owens was funny in the segment. That's
Put up
what
the chitter.
that's what y'all showed me.
Okay, pumpkins. I like that, and I also like
You know, I have a pop for you.
Excuse
who
me.
popped.
Never nice things never happen.
Roxanne
Never happen
Perez.
before.
Roxy Perez.
You see,
Roxy.
Debuting on the main card. We're having a match.
Hey,
let's say.
okay.
Going up against Bailey.
Kicked out the Bailey to belly.
Right.
Wow.
Right, Joe. She got
That's nice that they let that
It's
sign.
nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice to see.
Yeah.
And she has a big match coming up on Halloween Havoc as
Man.
well.
Great way to
That
promote
takes me
it.
back. I mean, because we've been watching Roxy since she was at a little place called New Texas Pro.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
Shouts to
Oh,
New
baby.
Texas Pro.
We're sponsoring their next
Oh
show,
my.
the 4th anniversary.
incredible.
Another one? Yo,
it's
we
incredible how far
we
we
just-
banger after banger.
we're just
Right?
throwing it to y'all. We're
Yeah,
just
that's what
throwing
we
it to
doing
y'all.
on
Like here.
The way the monetizing works.
Hey,
all our Patreon subscribers,
hey.
all of the mods, all of the people here that tune in on a weekly basis.
You.
Thank you, and you're welcome. We
Not
are
you,
here
though.
to
Not you.
sponsor,
Move.
sponsor.
You behind.
Bangers only, bangers only.
It's really this simple. If you see
That's it.
sponsored by HPC,
Click.
good to go.
Haz click.
You already know.
Por ahí.
You already know.
Wow.
That was aggressive. Seth Rollins was aggressive this week.
He was indeed.
Yeah, he made me pop. That's how
Seth
aggressive he was
Rollins,
against
the
bro
United States
himself.
champion.
I kind of thought he was gonna lose it because they kept mentioning it would be so embarrassing if he lost on his first time. I was like, oh, here it comes. Here it comes. It's not brosive.
So I appreciate, you know what I mean, having my leg pulled.
Yeah.
My question is, what's the trajectory after this? Like, why
You say that?
the trajectory? Like, why is he the U.S. champ? Right
Him
now?
and Mustafa.
Yeah, we
Is-
definitely gotta get there.
Mustafa.
Definitely, Mustafa. We have to get there. That was a nice little curve we go,
Right,
you know,
right.
to go that way.
I kind of hope it's a star building campaign.
I think so, man. Look at how he was dressed. He was
Right.
dressed in generic hero.
Yeah.
Like generic hero.
Babyface 101.
Yeah, like it was.
Hero starter kit pack. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Well, I will tell you this much: if you want to make it a starter kit, if you want to make it a superstar maker, right now with the two previous champions, Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins, that's a tough act to follow.
Yeah.
So if this is the launch,
and shoots him up right there with those
That's
names.
a conversation. That's
So,
something to get it started. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Smart
It's
booking.
like they
Smart
call them
booking.
Black Eyed Peas, and I don't know.
I hate that bean. Like I don't eat it at all. Like you can't make it with rice and I'll have it. Like
I
it's
miss
like,
Fergie.
oh well, that was
Mr.
nice.
Singing.
That was nice.
I just put that on mute.
Hey.
This is a big show. I mean,
You know,
you gotta do the thing.
The thing with the thing? Cause I think that's all the damn time we have for you folks this week. Cause I'm doing the thing with the
Wow,
thing and the
what?
stuffs. Because you're gonna know what to do after JP tells you how to do it. That's right. You're gonna tell him right now, right?
you already know heels, pops, and chair shots. HPC Too Sweet on IG and Twitter. You already know where to find us on all the platforms. Thank you for listening. We
Fuck
thank you. You thank us. We know it's friends with benefits.
Yo.